This is the homework for lesson number 95 of the Arduino Uno R4 Wi-Fi series of lessons that Paul has on YouTube. What I've done here is I got tired of the little SSD 1306 and decided to change it up to a 2.43 inch display. And I'll just discuss how I did that here. Now, all the other libraries are the same. We get down to I had to use this U8G 2LIB library. And if you look here, I've got the object defined here. If you look at it here, okay, I don't know if you can see it. You can see, no, you can't see. Let's bring it up higher. There we go. Now, you can see here that the it's actually this 2.43 display was based on a SSD 1309, but it also works on a SSD 1306 uh, uh, library. But I could not get that to work, so I switched over to SPI, and here's how I set it up. I got C. I called out the U8G2 underscore R0, and I think that's the address. Then there's CS chip select is pin 10, and DC is chip pin 9, and reset is pin 8. They also have SSD, SDA, and SCL, and the clock are hooked up on. Well, if I can remember which pins here. Oh, it was pins 11 and 13. I think the clock is 13 and the data is on 11. Okay, now if I go through this thing, you can see where I've set up the object. Okay, where's it at down here? Then we get down here, we do okay, I gotta get this thing out of my way. Okay, now let's do that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hold on. Okay, well, it's backwards, but that's okay. You can't see this, I can. Okay, now we go down here. Here's where we set it up. We download the library. I don't know if you can see this or not. Probably not. Anyhow, you download the library, and all the other stuff is pretty much the same. Compass and all that stuff. Then we get down to setup, and we do U8G2 begin and U8G2 set the font. I don't know what this font is, but it looked pretty good, so I kept it. It's a 10 font, so it's big enough that even I could see it. And anyhow, then we go down. Here's the calibrations. I got these commented out because I did a new set of calibration constants, and they didn't really do much better than these. So I don't know, it doesn't matter which one I pick. And I've had trouble making my calibration Python calibration routine to work on my Windows 5. So I had to go to our my Raspberry Pi 5 because I've got that running in the bedroom, and I was able to calibrate it there. But it kind of worked, but it's like it's off a few degrees here and there. So anyway, come down to loop, and let me see if I can see. I think it's got anything to do with this. Nothing, nothing, nothing. All this stuff is the same stuff we had before. Okay, here we go. Here's the point at which we clear the buffer. Instead of clear, they got clear the buffer. And I drew the frames, these frames here. You can see I drew 3 frames, one here, one over a whole thing. And then we had, okay, so we ended up those lines, and then I drew some lines. Then I set the font again. Then I draw this string roll that's right here. I'm sitting here using my pointer on the OBS, and you can't see that, so there's no point in pointing at it, is there? Anyhow, there's pitch and roll are at the top of the screen. Then yaw is down at the bottom. Then I set another font a little bit bigger for the degrees and for the roll degrees, pitch degrees, and yaw degrees. Down here, I get a setup three characters sets. If you go down here, you go. This thing's really strange because it says sprint F. And that's how you print a a variable like this roll C. And here's how you format it. And the B1, B2, and the B3 are the character sets up here. Don't exactly know how this thing works, but I was able to make it work. Because looking at that little itty bitty tiny 1306, SSD 1306, ain't happening for me. I can barely see it, even when it's size 2. And when you're a size 2, it's going off the screen, so you can't see anything. Okay, then I drew some more boxes. What are we doing here? Okay, draw string. Oh, this is where I put in the degree symbol. They didn't have a degree symbol that would work here, so I used little boxes, little 3x3 boxes. It makes it look like a degree symbol from a distance. And then you got the pitch value is 76 and 32. This is um, the this is the X and Y points. Okay, then we come down here, not down to the end. Okay, here, this was for the pitch. That gives you, this gives you this. Okay, let me get this up higher. I don't know if I can get that higher, can I? All right, that means I'll have to go like this. You can see where the UG2 draw box pitch and goes over to X 3x3. And here's the position. The position just past the digit and up a little bit. All right, now, and the same thing for yaw. You've got the 3x3 boxes there that give you these degrees. Probably a lot of work just for a degree symbol. Then in order to display it, you have to say U8G2 dot send the buffer. Then I delay it 100 milliseconds and everything starts over again. Well, anyhow, that seems to be working. And if I go like this, we can see I roll 40 degrees, minus 40 degrees. The pitch will be minus 40 and plus 40. Now let's see if I can get the heading work. Okay, moving it up to 0, approximately north here. That's north, right about there. And you can't see it. Let's move that. You can't see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. It's a little slow, sluggish. I'm not sure why that is, but then I've got approximately 0 there. And if I turn to the right, I get 90 degrees, then 180 degrees thereabouts. There, 180. Then we're going to go to 270. That's 270. Get this cord out of the way. I got to go right direction here. Then we get up, we start approaching 360. Went past. It's a little sluggish. Like I said, it takes a little while to get there. And right around 0 to 360, it bounces around a lot. But anyway, there is my homework, and I appreciate you doing all these videos, Paul. I'm looking forward to the Arduino Q and the Raspberry Pi 5. And you have a good one, and we will. Brenda, you have to yell. Yes, it would be okay if she didn't scream everything. No problem. Where's my dog? Anyhow, there we go. That's my homework, and I appreciate you doing these videos. And we'll see you guys the next time. Bye.